I was wearing my gas mask, hoping to survive. I had a sweat drop pouring down. My heart was nervously thumping. What was going to happen to me? Would I make it to the station? But just when I finished worrying, I was there, at the station. There was a lot of children there going to be evacuated like me, but no one was looking after me or them. We had to stick together, like a pack. Here comes the next steam train. I had to get on and go. I'm on. Phew. Now I need to find a seat. It needs to be a good seat for me to sit on and enjoy the ride. Here, got it. It's small, but it'll do. Now I'm going to Weymouth. It'll take me a short time to get there. I'm worried, scared and anxious. I was too nervous to talk to any of the other evacuees in case they hated me.
Eleanor's alarm went off at 6 o'clock a.m. Beep, beep, beep. She was already awake, dressed and packed. She had been sitting on her bed, shaking and clutching her teddy bear so tightly it was almost popping. Terrified but a little bit excited for the new journey ahead, she went downstairs and had her breakfast, crying all over it. "Come on, Ellie," her mum called from the scullery. They got to the train station where Eleanor's class were waiting for her. She boarded the big six-wheeler scarlet-painted steam train. Eventually they reached Weymouth. The billeting officer took them to the village hall where they were to be picked by a host family. Everyone got picked except Eleanor. She was so sad. "Am I too stupid to be picked, sir?" she asked quietly. Then a very old lady trotted in. She had massive glasses and was even smaller than Eleanor. "I'll have you then," she said. Eleanor was delighted, but she had to stay calm and sensible. The lady who had picked her was called Gwendolyn McCravers and lived by herself in a timid little cottage on the outer skirts of town.
When they got to Weymouth, the sight was amazing, sea as clear as Hope had dreamed. The billeting officer took them to a village hall. Straight away a lady came in. She looked terrifying and cross. Poor Lily got picked by a small lady who said she was a shopkeeper, and Sophie got chosen by her. Then a tall, harsh lady saw Ellie and chose her. After her came a rich lady who was very kind. She saw Hope's well-washed ears, stainless clothes and politeness, and asked for Hope. She had a big house but only pointed it out and took Hope straight to school.
I rushed to the window of the old steam train and started waving vigorously as the train started to move. And slowly the steam from the train swallowed my mother up, making her look like a ghost, as if she wasn't even real anymore. And when finally I couldn't see her anymore, I felt a pang in my chest and an emptiness in my heart. The rest of the journey I slept next to Lizzie, sobbing in my sleep. When I woke up, as far as my eye could see were fresh green fields with chubby black and white four-legged animals strolling all over it. I found it interesting. I had never seen the countryside before. Then I saw it, the Evacuee building. It was huge. We were led off the train and into the building. There we went into a small room and where we were asked to sit on the long, narrow benches inside. The building was freezing. Soon after, a tall man with silver grey hair wearing a navy blue baggy jumpsuit walked into the room. "Today you will be chosen by someone who you will then go and live with," he shouted with rage. At that second I felt excited. I imagined being chosen by a loving, kind lady who made me delicious scones with thick clotted cream and sweet strawberry jam. "People will be on their way this minute," he bellowed. Quickly, I rested my pigtails on my shoulders, sat up straight and put on a beaming smile.
Annie didn't like him one bit. Parents flooded in. Annie sat there nervously. It felt like an eternity later. It must have only been a few minutes until a plump lady with her hair in a messy form bun waddled in. She inspected all the children and locked eyes with Annie, who was chewing her nails with a worried look. The plump woman waddled over to the billeting officer and asked for Annie Steedman.